Alright people, about a month ago I bought myself a Bichir from Fish Planet and yo, it is doing absolutely amazing, man. And I thought it's about time I give you guys an update. Now like I mentioned, I've had this Bichir for around a month now and I've added them into my Fluval Roma 200. And yo, the Bichir is settling in so nicely, man. Now I'll be real, at first the Bichir was really shy. He pretty much hid the entire day and only really came out during the night. But it didn't take too long before he started gaining some confidence and started exploring the rest of the aquarium. Now my Fluval Roma 200 has two sides. The left side is the light side and the right side is the darker side, where all of the jungle valve or the grass is growing and it kind of dims the light on that side. So the right side is technically a bit darker and the Bichir really enjoys that side. Like he also comes out to the left, but most of the time he will chill on that right side and go in and out of the caves and hardscape, and it looks so cool, man. But yeah, if you are thinking of getting a Bichir, do keep that in mind. They do prefer dim light over bright. Now let's talk a little bit of feeding. The foods that the Bichir seems to love is raw shrimp. Whenever I put in some raw shrimp, he goes straight for that. Also carnivore sinking pellets, these right here. My Bichir absolutely loves those. And any other protein based food like bloodworms and things like that. Now having said that, it's really important to point out that Bichirs are also very slow eaters. Meaning, if you have an active aquarium with loads of fish, there's a good chance that the other fish will get to the food before your Bichir does. Oh my god, my cat just scared me, blood. I saw something down here, I thought, what is that? And I realised my cat's here. I didn't even... Sophie, what are you doing, darling? I'm working. Do you want to say hello? What are you saying? This cat, bro. Alright, anyway, what was I saying about the food? This is actually why I started feeding the carnivore pellets, because before I would feed a different mixture of food and all of my fish would just go for all of that food. But the thing is, the things that eat the carnivore pellets, like the ropefish and the Synodontis petricolus and things like that, they are all also very slow eaters. And the fast eaters, which are things like the Congo tetras, they also eat the carnivore pellets, but they also eat everything else. So for example, I put in tetra multicolor crisp in there, so that keeps them busy. And yeah, the rest of the food sinks to the bottom and the Bichir can have some. But yeah, the reason I'm mentioning all of this is you do want to make sure that your Bichir gets some food, because they are slow swimmers. It takes them a little while before they realize that there's actually food in the aquarium. So just keep an eye out for that. Maybe feed the tank itself, and then once the Bichir starts coming out to look for its food as well, that's when you put some more food in specifically for the Bichir. But yeah, I'll be real, so far I have not had any problems, and as time goes on and he gets more and more comfortable, like he just does his own thing, man. I mean, recently when I fed the fish, the Bichir shot out and he started eating alongside the ropefish, and there didn't seem to be any shyness or anything like that at all. So once again, as time goes on, your Bichir should get more and more comfortable, and that should make the feeding process much simpler. You know what, guys, I thought instead of just talking about it, I might as well show you how I feed my fish. So when I say active fish, I mean these guys, the Congo tetras. As soon as you put food in, they go after everything straight away. So yeah, what I usually do is I distract them first with some tetra multicolor crisps, these right here. Keep them busy, and then because the food is coming into the aquarium, that's when the slower fish like the ropefish and Bichir is just back there. Just saw him for a second. Our snakehead, the new one, the Chana bleheri, is here somewhere as well. Oh, there he is. Look at it. Oh, it's so cool, man. Alright, cool. So first, add in some flakes. Distract the tetras in there. Alright, and then I just start adding in some of the meat pellets. So I'll put in a few here for the ropefish. Got Synodontis coming out as well. Putting a few down here. And look, the snakehead, he's already out. He's already looking for his pellets. Oh, and there's the Bichir. See what I mean? He's a bit slow, but once he's aware that food's coming in. So I'll just put in a few more in now, and look, he's gonna start eating there. So is the snakehead as well. Oh, look at them. They get along great, man. There's been no fighting at all. Let me put some down here. The ropefish are looking for theirs. Look at these two. They get along great. There's the Synodontis. But yeah, this is what I mean, man. So for the fast fish, you kind of want to put in some food that distracts them. And then whilst they're busy eating the flake food, that's when you want to put in the meat pellets for the slower eating fish. And yeah, that's how I make sure that everyone eats anyway. Now let's talk a little bit about behavior. And behavior-wise, I have not seen any aggression at all from this bichir. As a matter of fact, this bichir seems to be one of the most chilled fish in that aquarium, which is really crazy to think about as well, because bichirs have that prehistoric look about them that literally makes them look like dinosaurs, and the fact that they're so chilled and laid back is really surprising. Like when you see a bichir, you would think they might be on the same aggression level like a snakehead or a wolfish, but yeah, my bichir has been so humble. He hasn't touched anyone and he just does his own thing, man. Now of course I'm going to continue to keep a close eye on this bichir because they do grow up to like 24 inches, and you know, once fish get to that size, that's when they start swallowing whole fish and things like that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep a close eye on it. And one more thing I should mention as well, people, that Roma 200 is not a big enough aquarium for this bichir. I am eventually planning to put this bichir in my Roma 240, but even there the bichir will outgrow that aquarium. And unless I get in a position where I can spend a lot of money on a huge aquarium, which probably won't be anytime soon, I will have to give this bichir away. I may donate it to a fish stall, or maybe even to one of you guys if you're based in the UK and you have a big enough aquarium. But yeah, I thought I'd just mention that quickly. They do grow quite big, and literally all of the aquariums I have, none of them are big enough for full grown bichir. So yeah, I'm very well aware that this is a temporary thing, but yeah, I just had to do it because, like, apart from aquatic species and things like that, one of my favorite animals are reptiles, and by extension dinosaurs. So being able to have a prehistoric fish, even if it's only for a short time, yeah, it's definitely worth it, man. Alright, really quickly before we carry on, people, if you are enjoying this video, then please remember to leave it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this every single week, then please remember to subscribe. It really helps me out with the algorithm and the growth of this channel, and I would really appreciate it. Now if you're thinking of getting a bichir, there are a few things you want to make sure that you have in your aquarium. You want to make sure you have loads of hiding space, and like I mentioned before, you want to make sure that the light isn't too strong. You know, you kind of want something like surface plants that kind of dim the light a little bit. And of course you want to make sure that you don't have fish that are too active. I mean, having a few active fish doesn't seem to be a problem like in my aquarium with the Congo tetras, but if majority of those fish were really active, then I can see that being a problem for the bichir, who is a very slow moving fish. Also keep in mind, bichirs are blind, which also plays into why they're so slow to get into their food and things like that. Now as far as the health goes, the bichir seems to be perfectly fine, man. He looks amazing, the colors are crazy, and he's eating really well, he's growing steadily, and the color pattern is actually quite vibrant. Honestly, they're so cool. I highly recommend them. Now of course I will continue to monitor this bichir over the next few months, especially his growth, but so far everything seems to be right on track, and I should be able to enjoy this bichir for at least another year. But yeah, people, that was my update on the bichir. If you do have any questions, then let me know in the comments down below. But in overall, I highly recommend bichirs, man. They are so cool to watch, and just having that prehistoric animal in your aquarium is so worth it. Just keep in mind they do grow very, very big, and also keep in mind they are slow eaters, so don't put them in an aquarium that is too active. Now, like I mentioned at the start of the video, I got this bichir from Fish Planet in Finsbury Park, and if you want to check out that video, then click right here.